Welcome to DREAMiV, where we dream in a variety of ways, and that is the letter I and the letter V in DREAMiV, by the way, just in case you didn't realize it. I am Josiah, that's Joxcya, pronounced just like the regular Josiah, which I am also, and I want to welcome you today. If you are new here, I'm glad to have you here. If you are returning, then what's up? Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody who is joining me today. I totally appreciate all the support and the listeners that have been here so far, especially supporting me with patience as things unfold and evolve. And I have an announcement after this that shows more evolving, more formation taking place. And so I'm really excited about that. But today, what I want to talk about is feet. I want to talk about feet, the things that, are at the bottom, that you walk upon and that you use to move through life. I want to talk about those things. Interestingly, when I consider feet, for example, and we say you smell like feet, I don't know. Well, hopefully you've never heard that before spoken to you because dang, rude, but also, not a good thing because we typically don't mean it to be a good thing. I don't know if feet give off like a naturally like good smell at any point in time. Like I don't know if that's possible. I don't know. I should find an article about that. But speaking of articles, I did come across one because I was interested in feet, bones, and whatnot. The topic just came to mind. And so I found an article by Healthline. This is from 2018, but it has some interesting things, some interesting facts. And so I will include the link in the show notes. However, I just want to highlight a couple of things and I want to draw our attention to the fact that feet have 26 bones. Hand clap to that. That's a lot of bones, right? But then also, for example, and I want to make sure I say this right because it's a quote from here. There's a particular bone, one of the tarsal bones. There's 7 of these, and they're essentially like these main important bones, basically. But there's one that's called the cuboid, and it really works towards connection and having things be together. But there's a quote that I want to read from this article, and it says, the cuboid helps provide for the stability of the foot and the movement of the toes, in addition to ensuring proper weight distribution and flexibility along the plantar fascia that runs along the sole of the foot. And this cuboid, I believe it's on the exterior or the outer side of the foot as well, and so that makes sense. But from that quote, main things that stand out to me are connection, stability, weight distribution, flexibility. I'm going to say it again. Connection, stability, weight distribution, and flexibility. I would say that a third time just because I like how it sounds, but I'm going to keep it moving. Feet. When I think about feet, I think about the base of my body. I think about the foundation. I think about the fact that I need to take care of my feet, like my literal feet. They should be taken care of. They should be honored. You know what I'm saying? They should really be an important part of my health because they are. If one toe go out of commission, you're going to see why it was important. And so I want to relate that also to our dreams, our goals, relationships, career. When you think about those things, when you think about foundation, I think about the question, why? Why do you do what you do? Why are you in that relationship? Why do you have the relationships and communities that you have in your life? Why are you working at that job? Like, what is your why? Why do you do what you do? And even more importantly, maybe, I don't know, you could judge for yourself. Is your why enough? Is it enough to support the weight that you have to carry, the burdens that come along with pursuing or being within what it is that you are doing, being within those relationships, being at that job, at that company, at that warehouse, at that office somewhere, being in a position where you are striving for something? Is it enough to carry all that burden, all of the things that come along with it, even the highs? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it enough? Are you prepared? Or do you find yourself kind of crippling under that weight? Or at the very least, just like struggling with it. And another element of that that's really important to me is the connection. That cuboid is a connector between the foot and the ankle, for example. And if I said that right, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Go back to that article. But when I think about connection, something else I consider is, does my why and my foundation, like the reason why I'm doing things, relate to or can it be seen through my actions? Does my behavior and the way I move through life actually reflect my foundation and my why and things of that nature. So as I'm considering those things, it really brings to mind the importance of taking care of myself, taking care of my feet, like for real, in real life feet, but also taking care of the foundations that I have that keep me moving, if you will, like feet, pitter patter, that keep me moving through life and really work to maintain stability, or it should maintain weight distribution and manage that, it should. Things that your foundation could be able to do, but maybe as you're thinking about this, you might find that your foundation isn't so sturdy. Maybe you feel anxious a lot, or maybe you feel like you're overwhelmed at the thought of the things that are on your plate. It often seems like maybe there's too much, or it seems like what you have to do is just daunting. The thought of it is daunting. That could perhaps point to your foundation and what it is. And maybe it's not enough, or it's not flexible enough. It's not mobile. Maybe there are some things that could be helpful for you in terms of considering why you do something and what might be missing, or what might not be deep enough or strong enough for you to have that motivation to conquer the things that you have in front of you. So those are the things that I want to talk about today in terms of feet. And if you are interested in continuing to reflect through these things, that was a deep, dramatic breath in. Oh, I have an announcement. Patreon.com. I am on there / I believe, Josiah. And I am finally launching, unraveling what I like to call the gift shop. Josiah's gift shop. Let's just run with it, that way. And it's a platform that I intend to be both a support and a community of support for reflection, for getting to what I believe the ultimate dream is, which is to love yourself and to live a life of your dreams from that place of love. So if you're interested in continuing to reflect, I will be posting reflection questions and some thoughts about those things. If you want to think about creativity and how to think outside of the box, I'll also be diving into that. If you also just want to have some fun with me, come kick it with me. I have some things in store on that front as well. And I'll be offering gifts of expression, whether it be music, poetry, dance, or even, body movement, because hey, I love to move my body. So if you're into that, if you are interested in seeing how these things unfold, come join along. Check out Patreon, check out the different tiers that are offered, and I would love to have you. If you can't, that's totally fine. I appreciate your view. I appreciate you taking the time to be with me anyway. And lastly, on the note of music, I have an album. It's coming. I'm so excited. Thank you to all who have been supporting me, whether it be on Patreon or just in your thoughts, your prayers, your good thoughts, whatever that might be. I need it all. And as I prepare to release it, get it all going, I think about those things, and I am considering my why, continuing to consider why I do what I do. And I'm looking forward to releasing new content and allowing for the gift shop, this podcast, this whole platform and movement to really birth and become more and everything. And if you're watching the video version, I'm moving my hands all, motion like. Don't think that really describes what I'm actually doing with my hands. But nevertheless, I'm here and I'm trying. And I just want to encourage other people to try. So if you're into that, come join along. But otherwise, that's the episode for today. Have a great day. Have a great week. Take care of yourself. Take care of your feet. Consider your foundations all across the board in your life. And be well. That's it. I'll talk to y'all later.